Hi, Gemini. The winds of change are upon us, and I want you to know that you are the embodiment of the phrase winds of change. Gemini, air, winds, change. You're the first mutable sign, and mutable signs end a season and usher in the next. And first and foremost, before I get happy birthday, bitch! Ah! I hope that you really let yourself live and you understand that all the change that's coming your way is happening for you. And I want you to really embody and live out that winds of change. You are a force to be reckoned with. Grab your shit. We got stuff to talk about. Gemini, I mean it when I say the winds of change are upon us. Welcome to your season. Welcome to the new set. I'm playing with the lighting still. The white abrasive light was a bit much, and I just feel like we need a little moody. We need a little mood here. So hope you grab your things, hydrate, light it if you need it, because baby, lighting some coals for us. Oh, that was uneventful. Rude. Trying to set a vibe here. Trying to create some motherfucking ambiance. And that could be a thing. Are you trying to create a vibe? Are you trying to do something and it ain't working? Getting curious? Are you letting the curiosity kill your cat? We need a little something cooking. What should we burn? What should we burn? Some of my homemade blend. I'm actually going to let that get gray. For those of you who do use coals, burn the coal, ignite the coal, and let it turn gray. Wait till there's ash all around it, and then it will do the things. I really want this bitch ablaze, though. Shout out to my friend Joy who brought me these gorgeous sticks. Okay, it's doing its thing. It's cooking. I don't need to be wasteful. You don't need to be wasteful, Gemini. Be sure. Okay, so what we're talking about, hydrate, light it if you need it. What we're talking about is the winds of change. And I just feel like a change is a coming, darling. And in some sort of way, Gemini, sun, moon, and rising, I just feel like you're figuring out a whole new version of who you are, what you stand for, who you fuck with, who really fucks with you. Be sure to check out that Gemini season astrology video that has all the important astrological dates. As I film this, your ruling planet Mercury is in the sign of Taurus, but he goes into your sign. He comes home on May 25th, and you're going to need to talk about it. Don't overthink it. You need to talk about it. If that's talking to friends, if that's talking to family, if that's talking to a therapist, a counselor, a lover, a confidant, whatever it is, you need to talk about it. Granted, you are the sign of I think, but Mercury coming in your sign, I feel like is going to put your thinking capacity on fucking 12. And it would be more beneficial for you to hear what you're saying, because some of the shit you say don't make sense. Like there may just be a moment where it's just like when you hear it out loud. I feel like that's what it is. When you hear it out loud, it's going to change everything for you. So let's go ahead, clear out that funky ass energy, create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Gemini season 2025. What happens when I turn this on? Okay, okay. She's looking glowy. She was a fairy. Ooh, I just saw 444 on the clock. Keep seeing 444 on the right path for sure. All right. So, with that coming in, talk about it so you can be aware of the path that you're actually on so that you can actually like see it all laid out before you. And I feel like you need to do this with somebody else. You know, your card is the Magician and the Lovers, and you need someone else to bounce that shit off of. You know, being the first mutable sign, this is like the end of spring, the start of summer. Cancer season initiates and starts summer, but you like lure it in. You bring it closer to you. You draw in the sun, you know? And so I want you to really figure out what are the things that need to change. And it's not going to come from you overthinking about it. It's going to come from you talking about it. Gemini governs communication. Mercury governs communication. Let yourself commune this season. All right, so I'm ready to dive into it. Your ruling planet actually changes signs twice. No, thrice this season. Mercury traverses Gemini, Cancer, and hold on. No, just Gemini and Cancer. I was looking at Mars. Just Gemini and Cancer. But well, actually three. Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Yeah, and so I was right. Um and I feel like that's a lot, you know, for a season. I mean, it's not foreign to you, but emotionally going from I have to I think to I feel. And so when you're seeing this, it's like assessment time. It's time to do your emotional, mental, spiritual, physical inventory. What needs to go, what needs to stay, what you can't do without, what you need something new of, Taurus. Then Gemini, think the fullness of your thoughts, and when so that when Mercury goes into Cancer, you can really get comfortable feeling the fullness of your feelings. That's really what's up. So breathe. It's gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Truly will. And it's interesting whenever I do this like during the day, you can't see all these shadows. And I like the shadows, the interplay of the shadow. And you're actually also losing Jupiter during your season. And it's not that your luck has run out. It's that what has abundance and prosperity and luck and fortune and travel and exploration? What is philosophy? What higher learning? What have you learned while Jupiter is, and I just saw 808. Boom, boom, like an 808. Boom, baby, boom, baby. Circles like a figure eight. Almost there. Almost there. But all right. Breathe. I'm already in your Gemini energy. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. I always like dance. It's been a while since I've danced for y'all, like done the Gemini dance. So I feel like that's a good sign. You're coming back into your own energy after maybe being fucked with for a little bit, feeling off. that retrograde. All right, so asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Gemini season 2025. Please don't, please, cards, don't knock over my mic. Please don't knock over my mic. Okay. I apologize in advance for any weird mic sounds. Ooh, I felt a whole chunk was about to fall out. Ooh. First card out, first thing to be clarified on the selenite throne is the moon. So your subconscious mind, when I say you need to talk about it, baby, I mean you need to talk about it. There could be some old pain resurfacing. There could be some important conversations coming up with your mother. There may be something about coming out of your shell, getting out of your feelings, getting out of that place of like self-protection. You know, the lobster here depicted is like, hey, the lobster at the bottom. I hope you can see that. It's like, yo, what exactly is going on with your current level of self-protection? Coming out of the need for the self-protection and really figuring out who's in the driver's seat and what energy do you need to be in. The domesticated, obedient, diligent dog energy, or do you need to be hanging out and letting the feral wolf run things? It's time to figure that out. Who is going to lead the processional forward into, what angle do I need to get this at so you can see it? There we go. Who needs to be driving? Which wolf? You get yourself really clear and attuned to your spirituality. It's time to dive deeper into connecting to your divine feminine energy. With the moon out, there's something here about diving deeper into understanding your subconscious mind. Why do you do the things you do when you know what you know? There's something here about an increase in intuition. I feel like that also is really coming up because Mercury is getting ready to go into Cancer. But an increase in your intuition, dreams may be going crazy, very vivid dreams. I feel like there's some aha moments that you may be having around your mother or motherhood or a mother-in-law or the matriarchal bloodline. This is also, for some reason, I'm getting rite of passage, though that isn't necessarily associated with the moon. But there is something here about like crossing a threshold, like the winds of change. You know what I mean? There's just some sort of major change that I feel like for you guys is actually occurring in the realm of your subconscious mind. It's happening there first before you can cross through these gates. There's some healing in the subconscious mind. There may be somebody with Pisces placements playing a big role in your season. There may be somebody with Cancer placements playing a big role. I also want to, I'm just going to cover all the bases, and I feel like Scorpio too. But it's like, in order to cross this threshold, in order to get to the next chapter, in order to get to the next level, you're going to have to come up out of your feelings. You're going to have to come, and not in a way of like, don't catch feelings, I'm hard, I don't have. It's like, make sure you're not wallowing. Like, make sure that you're not letting yourself be in the heaviness of emotions. It's like, feel your feelings, talk about this shit, write it out, journal it, have like converse ultimately. Because in order to cross over, in order to get to the next, the fork in the road or the next path, the next portion of the journey, you're going to have to, I feel like, invest in your subconscious mind, invest in connecting to your subconscious mind a bit more, but also bringing that awareness out into the world. What is, because you can have all the knowing in the world, but what the fuck does the knowing mean if it doesn't inform your doing? And it's time for your knowing to inform your doing. It's time for your thinking to inform your doing. Please continue for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season. Oh, the Sun. Interesting. Them eclipses, though. I feel like that, I think it was no, we had a lunar, no. There was an eclipse, a solar or a lunar eclipse we had in Libra, which trined you. And I think that had a big impact. But this is also your parents. This is the moon is the mother, the sun is the father. And so there's something here about like your parental units, what you've learned from your parental units, from the caregivers, the people that raised you. I feel like there is a light being shown. You're getting the sun, literally. The sun is coming into your sign. And so it's going to be revealing not only more about yourself, it's going to be shining a light on your subconscious mind. It's going to make you aware of your red flags. I feel like some of you are about to start like really seeing yourself, really seeing kind of like the error of your ways, the error of thought processes, like outdated thinking, outdated emotional responses. I feel like there is a need to be spending way more time with your inner child. How old is your inner child? What are they doing? What are they wearing? You know, are they oblivious running through a field of daisies? Or is, you know, baby boy, baby person, baby them, like crying in a closet somewhere? Like there's something about tapping in and speaking, connecting more deeply to your inner child, asking them to come hang out with you, getting horizontal, getting still, and asking them to come hang out with you, and ask them what they need. Does your inner child need more cuddles? Does it need love? Does it need structure? Does it need discipline? Does it need play? What do they need? And let them know, hey, in some sort of way, mom and dad dropped the ball in this arena, but I won't do that shit to you. What is it that you need? Let me know. Inner child may not come the first time, may not come the second time, but don't give up on asking. Don't give up on asking the way other people gave up on them. I feel like the sun is also the most positive card in the deck. So you do this heavy subconscious mind work. You do this like focusing on the parental unit. You know, it makes sense. Mercury is going into Cancer. Cancer is the sign of the good mother. And so I do feel like you're starting to move towards acceptance of your parents, or the seeds that they planted in your mind, the things that you learned about them. You're getting, some of you are arriving at acceptance, some of you are getting deeper into acceptance, and some of you get hit with forgiveness. And really, I feel like letting the shit go. And it doesn't even have to be about your parents. It may be about the way that you have parented, the way that you showed up as a parent, the way that you showed up as a caregiver in some sort of way. I just feel like I believe that acceptance is the gateway drug to forgiveness. And I feel like y'all are getting closer and closer to true acceptance, which will usher in true forgiveness. But the sun, I feel like things are getting lighter after you address what's going on underneath the surface. You just got to talk about it, babe. You got to. The sun also says this increase in vitality. You know, the sun reveals, the sun illuminates. The sun in astrology is what we know about ourselves to be true. And I just feel like there's some stuff that you didn't realize about yourself. There's some like aha moments or awareness of your own fuckery, your own red flags, and how that causes you to be attracted to and or sweep under the rug other people's red flags. There's some clarity around like who you are and what you attract in and why you attract this stuff in, why you tolerate what you tolerate. Please continue for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Gemini season 2021. 2021? 2025. Okay, so what's coming back around? What happened in 2021? I don't think I've ever made that mistake. What happened in 2021? What started going down in 2021? Something's coming back either full circle, something from 2021 is coming into your awareness. Something could be closing out, a cycle could be closing out from 2021. Go back and look through your pictures and see what happened in 2021. I also feel like some of you have a kid that wants an animal, that they want a pet, and you're going to have to like figure out like, are we doing this or are we not, like not doing this? Are they really mature enough to do this or handle this level of responsibility? Are you willing to pick up the slack when they don't? Are you willing to show them how to care for something? That could be something like you teaching somebody else how to care for something could start to bring up the ways that you were or were not cared for yourself. Damn, every luminary, the star. Wish fulfillment. The center of your reading is the star. A wish fulfillment, but not only a wish fulfillment. Oops, 7 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is about surrendering to the fact that you've got some healing to do, baby. You know, the star is about letting yourself be guided. And that guidance is really contingent upon your transparency, your level of vulnerability. Going from the sun to the star, it's like a naked kid to a naked woman. And so there's something there around the connection between your inner child and your adult life right now. There's a need to surrender. I feel like so much light is being shown. Every luminary, the sun, the moon, the stars, like I'm trying to think if there's another. No, those are the luminaries. So there is a lot of illumination. There's a lot of aha moments, a lot of enlightenment, but it will require surrender. Surrendering to old pain that's resurfacing, surrendering to, I'm going to put some rose petal on for us also. Little rose petal may be needed, because I just think there's some heaviness that like you need to be willing to like slather your shit with love. Let's get some lavender in there too. I mean, if we gonna do it, let's do it right. Calm your shit. Also, all three major arcana so far. So Gemini season is about to, 3 of the 5 cards are major arcana so far. This is going to be a heavy hitting month. This is about like major signs, major interaction from the divine. Excuse me, Pisces, Leo, and Aquarius all shown up here. I'm gonna say Cancer too. All right, final 2 cards, final 2 messages. The 4 of Pentacles. Final card, final message, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Gemini season 2025. The Ace of Cups. Nice. The Ace of Cups with the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like all of this shit is being drudged up because Taurus season, when the sun was in Taurus, it let you know, like, hey, there's some stuff going on and we need to get established. We need to get structured. We need to get masterful in our discipline, masterful in our self worth, masterful in our awareness, masterful around our values, our ethic, masterful in money management, masterful in time management, getting more masterful with your physical body, getting more masterful in your relationship to Mother Earth. And in order for you to move to that next level of mastery, in order for you to get really established, get really comfortable, feel really good in your skin, there's some old shit that needs to come up and be uprooted. And this is happening for you. Hydrate. For you, not to you. Because in order for you to get masterful in all of those things, we can't be shrouded in lack and scarcity. You can't be in this place of like clinging to the old, clinging to what was, clinging to how it used to be. There may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements that is clinging to you, or you're clinging to them. But the Four of Pentacles is actually Sun in Capricorn, so this may have to do specifically with a Capricorn, but it's just like the foundation in regards to your values has shifted, or you've noticed a crack in the foundation. The foundation in regards to your self-worth, what you believe you're capable of having, what you believe you're capable of sustaining. Because the realty is, how you gonna grab that cup? How are you going to grab the Ace of Cups if you don't let go of that old pinnacle? If you don't let go of that old concept of self-worth, if you don't let go of the old routines, the old mindsets, the way that, like the old structure, how are you going to grab the Ace of Cups? I feel like the divine wants to bring in new love, a new relationship, something valuable, something that's going to stay, somebody that don't play about you, someone that wants to show up financially, show up physically, emotionally, spiritually, someone that has done well for themselves financially. And the divine's not going to play you and bring you this perfect person and you don't understand why they are trying to value you in that way. If you don't value yourself that way, and you may be all talk and have everybody thinking that your, confidence is on 10 and that you truly value yourself, but do you really? I am excited to clarify this over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, me and my ethical cult are going to clarify all these cards. We go deep, and there's a tier for daily readings, all kinds of astrological content over there. So come, darling, join my ethical cult, patreon.com/JustJEverything. All the links are in the description box below. But let me zoom out a little bit. All right, with the moon coming up, it's like, what's going on with your intuition? Are you ignoring it? What's going on with your spirituality? What's going on with your relationship to your divine feminine energy, regardless of your genitalia or how you identify? We all have masculine and feminine energy inside of us, and the goal is to merge them. And so the feminine and the masculine are represented here with the moon and the sun, and they're close to each other, right next to each other. So I do feel like you're getting closer and closer to that merging of yourself, the being able to access your logic and your intuition before you make a decision. But there is a vulnerability, there is a nakedness, there is a transparency that I feel like is hella required in Gemini season. And what it's trying to show you is that you're holding on too tightly. And you holding on too tightly to something is indicative of the fact that you don't have the faith that the divine is trying to bring you this thing. And so I feel like there are some major lessons in Gemini season for you about faith, about who is the God of your understanding. How do you interact with them? How do you, like, do you really believe in what you say you believe in? Do you really like let yourself have faith that all of this, like, prosperity, abundance, this clarity, this like new person, this like new job, or this, financial abundance wants to come in? Do you really let yourself believe that? And don't you see in some sort of ways you're holding on to something that is signaling to the divine, hey, she's not ready, they're not ready, he's not ready. You know what I mean? Like they're still holding on to the old paradigm. They're still interested in clinging and staying in their comfort zone in some sort of way. And I just really don't feel like that's your truth. I just feel like that's what's happening. That's what you're doing. It's comfortable for you to be like clinging to this thing, the old foundation. And the old foundation had some cracks in that bitch. And the divine is trying to show you. And this old pain that comes up, trust and believe there's this like divine antibacterial flush that's going to come over it. The wounds get cleaned. I feel like there's a lot coming to light about somebody with Pisces, Cancer, or Leo placements in your life. And it's going to help you downshift. It's going to help you like downshift, observe, and figure out what gear you need to go into next when it comes to that Pisces or Leo. I feel like there's a lot being revealed to you about somebody with Aquarius placements. There's a lot being revealed to you about intimacy. I feel like Gemini season is a season for you to start regaining hope. But some of you aren't aware that you are in a place of hopelessness or in, um, for some of you, not all of you, but in a crisis of faith, even, you know? And I just feel like there's an old dream, an old paradigm, an old wish that's like, that's not it anymore. Dream bigger, bitch. That's what this is about. Getting yourself to that place where you really and truly dream bigger. There may be somebody with Aquarius placements in your life, somebody that you felt has been guided to you or you've been guided to them. And I think they may also be in a place of lack or scarcity. And that could be that could be just like reflected to you, where you're starting to see, oh, I'm kind of surrounding myself with people who don't have the same level of faith that I do, who aren't interested in developing their faith. Some of you may notice like you're like not equally yoked, or you have some kind of like different spiritual level with the friends or the lovers that you're trying to deepen or take things to the next level with. um there may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements coming in. I feel like the divine is bringing in things that's going to, this almost feels testy to me. The closer that we get to Cancer season, I feel like there's something here about like tests. The divine is trying to bring in opportunities. Are you going to put down that old pinnacle? Are you going to put down that old belief system? Are you going to put down those fears and fully fucking surrender? Fully trust. What does full hearted faith look like? I also feel like it's really important to pay attention to your words this season. Words are spells. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. It's really important. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the clarity. It's really important that you, there we go. It's really important that you start trying to understand or let yourself wrap your mind around the fact that the divine is trying to pour into you. Are you going to let yourself receive? The Ace of Cups indicates I'm trying to give you things. Are you in receptivity mode? Which is why the moon is out first. You have got to get in that feminine energy to get in or to be able to receive the things that the divine is trying to give you. Receive the plan. Stop thinking about what the plan is supposed to be. Stop trying to make logical decisions and make spiritual decisions, which requires a slowdown, requires you to be still, requires you to ask for guidance. And if you ask and slow down, you will receive. Some of y'all get the fucking codes this season, and you figure out how to really make your dreams come true. You really figure out what the next step is. You acquire a whole new level of intimacy within yourself, with the God of your understanding, and therefore with the people around you. You get really clear about who you can be unfiltered with. That's something I just heard, unfiltered. And I feel like some of you are tired of code switching, tired of having to I can only talk to these kinds of people about these kinds of things versus I get to be my whole self all the fucking time. Fuck y'all, I don't care. I am me, you know? And I wish that level of freedom for you. It's different when you're at work and you got to like, show up and like be a person and be who they want you to be. essentially, for the job and for the monies. But is that what you really want? Some of y'all been holding out for a promotion. And I feel like the divine wants to promote you, but in a different department or in a different industry or in a different job. Some of you are ready to like move towards the next big thing, and that it wants to come in, but you can't take this old pain with you. You can't take this old mindset with you. You can't take these old psycho-cybernetic settings with you. So whatever comes up, it's coming up to come out. And especially when Mercury goes into Cancer, you are going to be feeling the fullness of your feelings, whether you like it or not. So that's why the star card is here at the center. It was just like, I strongly suggest that you surrender, let go, or be fucking dragged. It's truly up to you, boo. Either way, I'll see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Come on. Let's get into it. Hey, Gemini, let's get into it. I'm going to start by pointing out, now you can see, ooh, the winds have changed, the lights are blinking, all the luminaries are like, even the lights in my room are flickering right now. You see that. All the luminaries are out. There's some stuff that is majorly like about to be revealed or illuminated to you. And I really think it has a lot to do about yourself. But I think that it really is like about the cut that you're the cut of the cloth, like the cloth that you're cut from, excuse me. There's something going on with like discovering this unfamiliar yet beautiful new reality, maybe feeling a bit detached from the values from your childhood. There could be like sensing secrets or your instincts or things that feel hidden or unattainable to you in some sort of way. I just feel like with the moon coming out first, things are not as they seem. So make no sudden moves. Some of you may have been in a place of accepting some kind of a false picture or false reality, deceiving yourself, unrealistic ideas, experiencing distortions, chasing some kind of a fantasy, struggling with maybe mental fog. I just feel like your morals have become a little too fluid, or you've been thinking about making your morals a little more fluid, and that's not the answer. Some of you may be feeling super creative, super artistic, but what's really going on with your goals, your ambitions, your intentions? Are you disillusioned in some sort of way? Are you feeling lost? Are you tricking somebody? Is somebody tricking you? I just heard it ain't tricking if you got it. I just feel like there may be a bit of a little, a foggy path ahead, and you really need to check in with your mother, with Mother God, your relationship to the divine feminine, and make sure that you're not ignoring yourself or ignoring your, ooh, right? Funny that the light came on when I said ignoring yourself. That you're not ignoring your intuition is what I was just about to say. So there is definitely something here about withheld information, and I feel like you're withholding some shit from yourself. Please clarify the moon. How does the moon materialize for Gemini? Sun, moon, and rising for Gemini season 2025. Going on with the moon. The Knight of Cups. This may have to do with somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. This may have to do with a love offer. I feel like somebody that may be courting you or, pursuing you may like it's giving kind of like champagne taste on a beer budget. Some of you got to figure out, do you want to be courted by a knight, a king, or an emperor? Think of that metaphorically, of course. Do you know the difference between a knight, a king, and an emperor? What about you is attracting in knights? Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This does have to do with like relationships and love, and I feel like it's romantic love. I feel like in some sort of way, if you choose to listen up and trust your intuition, you'll be able to see what's ahead, and you can hop back on the horse and get back on this like quest of love for life. What's the advice for Geminis dealing with Pisces? Dealing with Pisceans. The world reversed. If something feels off, it is. If it's not completed, it's not completed. Are you trying to? Do you feel safe in that connection? Do you feel protected? Or is it a distance? Are you guys a world away? Do you feel like this connection means the world to you and maybe not meaning the world to them, or vice versa? There could just be something there around like a lack of a completion of a cycle, possibly, or like feeling like uh something is over, even. You may be wanting to be a bit of a homebody, a skewed view of the end of something, or having trouble finishing things that you start, having trouble finishing like what you were supposed to do or say or convey to the Pisces. um you may be feeling stuck or feeling like you're moving backwards with them. You need to really figure out what's missing. Do you feel connected to what you're doing with them? Do you feel connected in the relationship? I think things may be a bit delayed, or there could be some major stagnation in that connection to that Pisces, or to that person that you feel is keeping a whole bunch of secrets, or is not revealing them their whole selves to you in some sort of way. I just feel like you are coming into your season with some high levels emotion, or with some high levels of emotion, especially in your romantic relationships. And so patience is needed all around, especially in your financial life, especially in dating. No big decisions. No big decisions in Gemini season. I feel like a period of spiritual seeking or healing is needed. So focus on, reading and healing works and meaningful discussions about your spirit and about your feelings. Please clarify the sun, because a lot is being brought to light. Please clarify the sun. The Ace of Wands. This is the magic wand of manifestation that's being given to you. I feel like a lot is being revealed to you about where to harness your energy. New opportunities want to come in, especially in regards to, I feel like there's a lot of success. And that could be the issue, is that things are moving forward, but you don't feel that great. Or you may be feeling quite heavy. I feel like there's an opportunity to heal some shit with your parents, or specifically a father figure or a father wound. There may be, an opportunity to really heal something with this Leo. I feel like an influx of physical, spiritual, and sexual energy, the influx of energy that you need to do this healing, is being given to you. So please take advantage of the tools that the divine is giving you, and start, don't be a groupie, keep it fucking moving. Don't play yourself like that. Because I feel like you could really, if you address this stuff, get out of this heavy energy. Not even get out of it, process it, integrate the knowledge and the wisdom that comes from the processing. And then all of a sudden, you're going to feel super energetic and revitalized. And like some of you may fuck around and become the center of attention again, or you're okay with getting all this attention again. There may be some rewards, or a victory, or a recognition, lots of good, fun times coming in. Fucking joy and success and enlightenment and happiness and material happiness, maybe, engagement or a deeper connection, vitality, health, children, fun, positivity, warmth. Like you being out in the fucking world, things are on the up and up with the sun and the Ace of Wands. Whatever new thing you're starting, especially if it's a business venture, things are on the fucking up and up. And I feel like you're moving towards feeling very unguarded and gleeful, like the fucking kid, And you start tapping into that unguarded and gleeful inner child. You start connecting to that, and you'll start to embody that unguarded and gleeful energy into your day to day adult being. The sun's asking you to move with some confidence, some conviction, some awareness. And you really look up under the hood, see what's going on behind the scenes, and you're going to shift into a place of gratitude and allowing yourself to hope again, allowing yourself to dream big. What's your wildest dream, Gemini? And what are you doing about it? No matter how far from the dream or the goal or the vision that you are, you're on the right path. Magic is all around you. Anything is fucking possible. Just offer yourself some cleansing work, offer yourself some grounding, um, and visualization. Please clarify this. Actually, what's the advice for those dealing with a Leo? I feel like they think it's a big deal too. Something involving the Leo regards, it requires choice. Requires you to take the power in your hands. I feel like for right now, this Leo has the power and they're trying to figure out what choice to make. If they see a future with you, if they want to continue building or collaborating with you, they're ready to make a choice. They're ready to, take the road less traveled. But I feel like the ball is in their court, actually. But you just do your part to figure out what it is you're trying to manifest or materialize in your life. You really focus on building a dope life, healing, offloading any emotional baggage, and I feel like you're going to start to attract a lot of options. Please clarify the star. What does the star materialize for Gemini? Sun, moon, and rising. Gemini season 2025. Cards are very reticent for you. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, I feel like all that combative, defensive energy is being healed. Something comes up and you're just suddenly able to stand. Not something. I feel like you do this healing. Like I said, everything starts to get better. Your energy levels strengthen. And I feel like you're able to advocate, lobby, stand up for yourself, stand up for the underdog. Like you start to realize these motherfuckers that are opposing you from below. And the name of the game is maintaining the name of the game is maintaining the higher ground that you've gained, sustaining that. Don't stoop to anybody's level. I feel like there have been changes in regards to your physical, spiritual, sexual energy, changes in regards to your ambition, your drive, and that stuff is coming up to be healed. But don't forget the power of your words. Ooh. And the fruit of your labor is coming in. You know what to you about to figure out what's worth protecting, what's worth standing up for, who's worth standing up for. I feel like there's somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that really is down for you, really will show up for you, really will go to war for you. There's someone with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements that's very invested in you. I feel like you need to, there's some shit that's coming in also, and you don't need to tell everybody about it. There's a gift, a dream, a completion, a fulfillment that comes in, and you don't need to talk to everybody about it. Not everybody needs to know everything that's happening for you. I just feel like don't be afraid to, keep some shit on the low when it comes to the prosperity that's come in, the opportunities that come in. I also feel like stop telling everybody your fucking business. Like some of you, that's not for all of you, but some of you really struggle with telling people your business. Like you use social media like a fucking diary. Stop doing that. Create a little fucking mystery about yourself. Let these motherfuckers wonder. Why would I reach out to you if I can just go on your story and see everything that you've done in the damn day? You know? Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. Actually, excuse me, what's the advice for Geminis dealing with Aquarians? Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising that's dealing with an Aquarius Sun. The Ten of Cups reversed. The old dream is falling away. There's an emotional outpouring that's needed. What do you really need to turn your back on when it comes to this connection? Think bigger, dream bigger, desire from a deeper place within you. There's a new cycle in the realm of your feelings, your emotions, your physical, spiritual, sexual energy. That shit wants to come in and materialize in your 3D reality. But how can it if you stay here? Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. The Hermit. Some of you are hiding. What does Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to let go of? Some of you are like idealizing a Virgo, or idealizing that Aquarius, idealizing a love relationship, again, idealizing a Gemini or a Virgo, or maybe a Leo. See everything for as it is. The illusions are starting to dissipate, to fall apart. You may be holding on too tightly to a lover or someone from the past, or holding on too tightly to like that need for love, and holding on so tightly that you accept breadcrumbs of what you deserve versus patiently waiting, healing yourself, and waiting for the scales to balance out, waiting for the tables to turn, waiting for a healthy power dynamic. Harmony wants to be established in the realm of your self-worth, but you can't establish new harmony until you establish the new foundation of your self-worth, which means that you are receptive. You know, that new foundation looks like receptivity. It looks like you trust in the God of your understanding. You trust in the universe. Please clarify the Ace of Cups. I do think that there is a new love relationship for those of you that are single, that are looking for it. The divine just wants you to do a little bit of healing first. I mean, I'm actually understating the little bit of healing. There's some healing. Some of you are too deeply in your masculine energy. Something that's on the horizon. Your ships are coming in. I feel like someone is coming towards you. Someone that has been praying for you. You've been praying for them. You've been praying for this connection. You've been desiring it, wanting it, calling it in. And you've co-created with the God of your understanding. Your prayers have been heard. Your desires, your wishes, your screams, your cries have been heard. And I feel like someone is on their way. They may have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Gemini, or Virgo placements. But there's something here about union, but you've got to get back to yourself first. You've got to trust that what you need is coming towards you. One more card for that Ace of Cups, please. Ooh. And I think this person has done well for themselves. The divine just wants you doing really well for yourself. So it's like, okay, let go or be dragged. I will allow you to go through the dark night of the soul. There's this, you know, in order to get where you need to get. There is an ending of a cycle in the realm of the mind that will renew you by way of suffering, by way of pain, by way of uncomfortability. This discomfort has sharpened you. Powerful truths are being spoken, powerful conversations, powerful aha moments are coming in, and it's allowing you to build a new relationship with yourself. Bam, that value is coming in. Y'all quit playing. You see the fucking King and Queen of Pentacles talking to or sitting next to each other, talking to each other. They're touching. But in order for you to have that real intense, solid, stable pairing, you've got to get out of your comfort zone and deeper into your spirit. I love you. You got this.